Hello and welcome back to another brand new episode of MotoGP 22 career mode. Now today's episode we are off to Phillip Island in Australia, the third final round of the season. We have a 27 point advantage over Dennis Foggia. No one else really can catch me at this point. Realistically, if we get good points in Australia, we'll go to Sepang with a very good chance of wrapping up the title there. We just need to outscore Foggia in 2 more races and we are champion. So nonetheless, let's head down under. So as we predicted, we have serious space around here. I only did 1 lap on the whole of practice, 37.0. This is a track that really suits me. It really is my kind of ideal place to ride. High corner speed, long corners. It really does suit me. I'm hoping to win. I want to make this known now that I'm going for pole, fast lap and race win for this round. I'm going to give it everything. I have a bit of a buffer. I can maybe afford a mistake. Hopefully I won't feel I'll have to push that hard, but we're going to push as much as we need to try and capture 25 points and pretty much put the championship out of reach from Foggia. But next up we still need to go get pole, but I'm quite confident for this one. Right then, up to the line we come. One of the best tracks in the world, Phillip Island. I absolutely adore it. It will be a nice place to pretty much wrap up my title if I can do it. Into Doon Corner. No guesses who that's named after. We have a Husqvarna ahead. It is John McPhee. Hopefully he doesn't get in my way too much. It'll actually be a little bit of a rabbit to chase maybe. Bit on the limiter through there. Not ideal. So far it looks like a pretty clean lap. We are catching John at a rate of knots. Oh, touch wide out of Siberia there. Just pick up the throttle a bit early. What a lovely bit of track this is. Really closing up to the back of McPhee now. He's going to hold us up through the rest of the lap, I reckon. Yeah, right on this back wheel almost there. So you come through turn 10, also known as MG. It might actually give us a bit of a drag to the line. Not that we really need it, but nonetheless, I will take it. Perfect place to catch him at. 37.0 we did in practice. Second lap of the weekend at 36.5. I'm pretty sure that is pole position. 1.1 quicker than Jaume Masia. Again, the pace is strong. I think I'll have a bit more of a fight in the race, but if I get my launch like I've done in previous races, I reckon I could probably pull away, do a bit of a Lorenzo or Stoner at this track and just kind of put my head down, get the laps knocked off, and hopefully take a big chunk of points away. Foggia P4. If he was to finish P4 and we are to win, we still don't have the championship. We need him to be out of the top 10. If not even basically no score, we need to score 23 points or more going into the final 2 rounds to be champion for this round. So it's very unlikely, even if he crashes at this track, they just respawn, or at every track they just respawn too quickly. So it's going to be very hard to win this round, but we're going to just focus on getting our 3rd race win in a row if we can, and we'll leave the rest up to the game to see what they do for us. Alright, let's get into the race. So we've gone with the recommended medium front, hard rear. It's quite a aggressive and abrasive track on the left side. You can see majority of the grid hard rears. There's a few soft, Tatai and Guevara and Suzuki. So we're all on the same tyres bar a few, so it really shouldn't be anything due to tyres. Let's see how we can do in this one.
The riders have completed their warm-up lap and lined up on the...
Right, slightly uphill for the race start. What can we do off the line? Looks to be another brilliant start. Nail the gear shifts. We already have 0.3 of them into turn 1. Small roll into turn 1 and we have a nice little gap already. So I got the start I wanted. Now it's just all about making hay while the sun shines. Could we just disappear into the distance? That's what the plan is. I do wonder how the tyres will fare though, because I haven't ridden on a hard rear all weekend, considering I've only ridden on medium and soft in qualifying and at 1 lap in practice. So that might be a bit of an issue, but we'll see. We're going to push on early on in this race and see what we can do. As always, it's nice just to get away from the AI in Moto 3. They are a bit too aggressive for my liking, a bit too stupid. So early on here, we're doing a good job. Up to 1 second. Into Lukey Heights. Oh, we're in skipping under braking. So far so good this lap though. Looks like we have good race pace, as we did expect. Foggia still in P4, so championship won't be wrapped up today. We are burning a little bit too much fuel at the moment, but I'm going to push on for the first 2, maybe 3 laps. See can I get a bigger gap than 1.4. Then I'll manage my pace and fuel and tyres. Southern Loop, absolutely nailing it. It's the best fun and the best I've ridden, or best and most enjoyable track I've ridden all year on these bikes. Just so much corner speed. You'll be so aggressive with these bikes on this track, whereas heavy braking all year, I just haven't enjoyed it because I can't get the bike into the corner, but that's more of a game issue than Moto 3. Over 2 seconds. This is going to plan. Sepang looks like it'll be where I'll get my championship. But that does have a lot of heavy braking zones, but it is quite flowing other than a couple of hard braking zones, so we should be pretty quick through there as well. But at this rate now, we just need to kind of finish 2 top 10s and we probably have it if we get the win today, which looks like we're on course for. So we've just set the fast lap of the race, that last lap around there. Now we're going to drop our pace a touch though, because the tyre wear is getting a bit noticeable. I am starting to lose the rear. The front is starting to feel a bit on edge, so we're going to just knock it back. We have a big lead, 4.5 seconds. But this has been a champion's ride so far. No mistakes. Fast lap of the race to me at the moment. We've just coming up now to start the penultimate lap, so this shouldn't be a bad few more laps now for me. Just get this one to the line, and if Foggia's off the podium, pretty much done it really. I don't see a way back from him unless we have a calamitous last couple of races. Again, mid 37s, pretty good, even though we're trying to manage our tyres, especially the left-handers, since this track is so left-handed dominant. Foggia up into P3, back down to P4, so there's obviously some serious slipstream battles going on back there. I'm very glad to be up here on my own, taking on my own racing lines, massive corner speed. I'm actually going under our own lap time again, even though we're not trying to push at all. We just happen to be pretty quick at the moment. Almost at 5 seconds out of the gap. Through Siberia we come there. The left side of my tyres are feeling a little bit worse for wear. I'll really knock the pace off in this last lap. Just bring this home now, because this is the one I needed. After the last race in Thailand, getting the win, I felt like the championship was mine to lose. This one is just kind of confirming it. We've ridden pretty well all weekend. It's been the best all year felt on the bike by far. And it's just because of the track. It shows that these types of tracks I'm still pretty quick at and pretty strong. It's just a weird braking in this game just completely kills my style and really ruins my speed. Hopefully in Moto 2 we'll have a better time, but I'm not too sure, to be honest. Again, only 3/10 off our personal best that lap around. Final lap time. Let's just bring it home. Nice bit of limiter action there into turn 1. I did actually mean to lengthen my 6th gear because I'm on the limiter into 1. I'm on the limiter through stoners. So there's definitely a bit of lap time being thrown away there, but for me, I think we just have enough lap time that we can kind of give them back a small bit. You can see if I lean in here, just touches the limiter ever so slightly. Oh, snap from the rear end. That's not what you want. Thankfully though, we have a big gap, and we can kind of just bring this one home. Again, the fuel looks a little bit low. We're going to put into power 1. We're not going to make that mistake. It should be absolutely fine, but every precaution has been taken for this World Championship. Final sector pretty much now. This is a big 25 points for me. I'm more impressed with just the performance overall. I expected more from the AI around this track, but just has gone my way ever since I spun my first lap in practice. That one and only lap in practice, one and only lap in qualifying, and pretty much 8 perfect laps here has done it. Up to the line we're going to come. They've pulled us in on the last lap, but you can see we're second off the pace. Wheelie across the line, checkered flag, 25 points. So I do get the fastest lap, I do get pole position, and I won the race. So I'd got the gentleman's set that I set out before the weekend had started. Mino second, Foggia third, just clings on a small bit of hope. We're going to fast forward to the championship standings, 36 points. Pretty much I only need a top 5 in Sepang to win this championship. It's going to be very hard from him now to recover that points in 2 races. It's pretty much done. We just need to finish it off in the next round, which I'm pretty confident we will be able to do. Still no contract offers, so we're going to have to wait a little bit longer to find out where we're going for season 2. If I look for contract offers, I can still only really sign for these 3. Very low, so none of these are interested in, which is pretty worrying. If it comes to it, we will sign for a private team, but I don't really want to. I don't like deliveries, they're just a bit meh. Also, you don't have a teammate. Yeah, at the moment now, if I had to choose, I'd like to ride for... I'd actually like to ride for Gresini. I like their Moto 2 livery. I don't like the GP, but I like the Gresini in Moto 2. Intact as well wouldn't be a bad shout if we could get on them. I like their livery. I would have loved to speed up, but no, we've burned bridges with them this year, unfortunately, so it's going to be unavailable this season. But I'm going to leave it there. We're going to actually have a quick look at the standings, see as all the other championships sewn up. We'll go to Moto 2, 24 points for Sam Lowes to recover. It is doable, it's unlikely, so it looks like Kenneth is going to be a champion in Moto 2. MotoGP was as tight the last time I looked, but now it's up to 27 points. So we could have all 3 championships wrapped up before we go to Valencia. If Pecco scores more points than Fabio in Sepang, same for Aaron Kenneth. If he scores more points than Sam, we'd have 3 championships if I can do 2. So all championships look like they're done pretty much with a couple of races to go, which is pretty interesting to see that everyone has looked a bit stronger over the last couple of rounds and have nailed on their championship positions. That was win number 6 of the season, our 9th podium of the year. Our 10th actually, I forgot we got a P2 in Netherlands, which was quite lucky. Those crashes at galore that race. You can see there in the placing where we finished all season. But yeah, that was the perfect round. I am going to safely say we are champion now. We just need to go to Malaysia and just show up, put a good performance in, and we should have it. But we might have some rain there, you never know. Malaysia is a hot country, the humid temperatures, you could have any sort of conditions. There is still a chance of some drama in this championship. But I'm going to leave it there for today's episode. Hope you have enjoyed. If you did, drop a like down below, subscribe to see more, and I shall catch you all in the next episode. Thanks for watching, bye bye.